Hey everyone, RJ here with CV Tech, and in today's video I will be unboxing and giving my first impressions on the Nokia 6.1. Okay everyone, so the Nokia 6.1 is a phone that came out, I want to say early to mid 2018. And this is an Android 1 edition phone, which makes it really awesome. This phone's fully unlocked for GSM carriers. So let's turn the box around here and look at some of the specs. It's got Android Oreo out of the box, as you see right there. This phone will get Pie and probably the next version of Android after that. Now it says Precision Machine Aluminum Unibody. Has Qualcomm Snapdragon 630 processor with a 5.5-inch Full HD 1080p display, a 16 megapixel rear camera with Zeiss optics, an 8 megapixel wide-angle front camera. It has dual sight mode, which is simultaneous front and rear camera capture with one-touch live streaming, and pure up-to-date, secure always with Nokia. Let's go ahead and pull it out of here, and there is the phone right there. So let's go ahead and pull it out of the box and pull it to the side and see what else does come in the box. So in here, there's all of your charging stuff. So we'll go ahead and take a look in here. And yes, you do got a really nice set of earbuds here. So always kind of cool to see that come into a box. And you also have your USB Type-C cable right there as well. And we'll see what all else comes in here, which is just your wall adapter right there. I think it has some kind of fast charge, but not really too sure about all that. And under here, of course, is just your getting started with your Nokia 6.1 starter guide there, and your SIM ejection tool there. So I'll go ahead, put all this away, and we'll check out this phone. Okay, so the phone is now in hand, surrounded by all this plastic. So let's go ahead and get that removed. And the phone looks and feels really nice. This phone does come in some different colors. I think it comes in white iron as well as this black and copper. But this looks really nice. I'm really loving the accents here in person. It looks a lot better in person than it does here on camera. And if y'all remember, I did the Nokia 6 that came out last year, and it was a pretty good phone. But seeing that the 6.1 has a better camera, it has better specs, I'm interested to just see how this phone's going to work. Now on the left here, you do have your SD and SIM tray. On top, you got a 3.5mm headset jack. On the bottom, you have your bottom fire speaker, USB-C port, microphone, and on the right is your power and your volume rocker. On the back is your single rear camera with a secondary microphone, your flash, fingerprint scanner, Nokia, and your Android 1 branding down here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and power this phone on. And right on front there says Android 1. So to me it feels a bit slimmer than the Nokia 6. Maybe the bezels are a bit smaller on this phone. But anyway, I'll go ahead, get this phone all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so the phone is set up now and ready to go. And looking at this phone here, this big gap here between the camera and the flash, it's got enough room for a secondary camera if they'd really want to put it in there. It makes the fingerprint scanner way too low down on the body of the back of the phone, which in my opinion, whenever I'm holding the phone like this and I go to press, I'm always wanting to press where the flash is at instead of down here where the actual fingerprint sensor is at. But that's just the way it is. So let's go ahead and try out that fingerprint scanner, and it's very reasonably fast. It's very, very accurate. Seems to work when I press it every single time, so no problem there. And the phone just looks nice. Got a really nice full HD display. Got your stock Android here. And this phone here versus the Nokia 6 just looks a little bit better in my personal opinion. And with that higher performance chip going from a 430 chip to a 630 chip is going to be a whole lot better in my personal opinion. Now looking here at the drop down, got your stuff like Wi-Fi, mobile data, flashlight, rotate, location, airplane mode, screen capture. You can also edit those as well to add some more stuff like nightlight, cast your screen, invert your colors, and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead right now and jump right into the settings and just see what kind of stuff we have going on in here. Got your Wi-Fi, mobile network, hotspot, SIM card, stuff of that nature that you see in every phone. Connected devices here. You do have NFC, so NFC is available on this device. You got Android Beam there as well. So really nice to see that here on this phone. Got your battery. Shows your last full charge, as well as your screen usage since last full charge. Battery saver, background activity manager, battery percentage up here on top, adaptive brightness, sleep. You also have ambient display here. Lift to check your phone or new notifications. You can turn that on or off if you so wish. Now you got your display here as well for brightness level. You got your night light, adaptive brightness here, wallpaper, advanced for sleep, auto rotate screen, and so forth and so on. You got tap to wake. You can double tap anywhere on the screen to wake device. Some like that. I personally don't, but we'll leave it on anyway. And of course, there is your ambient display once again. Now here in the storage, you have 12.11 gigabytes used out of 32 gigs. So you have around 19.8 gigabytes free out of 32. That's a lot for a stock experience Android device, in my personal opinion. You can add a SD card, but I was expecting more than 19.8 gigabytes free out of 32 gigs. But I don't know, it's just the way it is. You have your security and location, you get your screen lock screen preferences, fingerprint, smart lock, a lot of standard stuff that you see on a lot of these unlocked phones. Accessibility, Google service and preferences and system here. So this one here is currently on Android 8.1.0, so should get Pie here very, very soon. You also got your gestures here as well. You can turn it over to reject call, mute on pickup, swipe fingerprint for notifications, jump to camera, and lift to check phone. So that's about it here in the settings. Now as far as the RAM goes, most sites I've been to says it has 3 gigabytes of RAM. I have seen some that says 4, but I'm guessing 3. I don't find it anywhere here in the settings. But you can swipe this way here for all your Google stuff. And the phone just feels really nice and fluid. It feels really fast, really smooth. I'm very interested to see how this phone is going to work. So let's go to the camera here for a minute and see what's going on in here. Got your photo button here, camcorder button there. These little notches here are for your photo, panorama, pro mode, and your settings. So go into the settings here for a minute and see what we have going on in here. You have your shutter control, shutter sound, grid. You got your watermark, mirror photos for front camera, location tag. Now if you got an SD card in here, you can set your data storage to SD card to save storage for your phone, for your apps and stuff like that. Resolution here, the front and rear camera. Actually, the rear camera is 16 megapixels as you see there. And the front camera is 8 megapixels, so really nice stuff there. And you can also reset your settings. So let's go ahead back out of here. This button right here is for single, dual, or picture-in-picture. So pretty nice stuff there. Here, of course, is your self-timer. Got your HDR auto, flash, and your front-facing camera button right there. Let's go ahead and go over to camcorder mode. This button up here goes for your single, dual, or picture-in-picture as well. Got your live button, flash, and your front-facing, rear-facing camera button. And in video mode here, you have your time-lapse, slow motion, and your settings. So get your shutter sound, grid, location tag, resolution. So in the rear camera here, you can record in Ultra HD 4K, 1080p, or 720p. And in the front camera, 1080p, 720, or 480. So really nice stuff there. Also shows live broadcast account for account settings, live broadcasting, and video mode. Now, going to back to the photo mode here, we'll take just a quick picture here of this Nokia box here. Just a picture. And looking at it here, the picture looks really solid, okay? Of course, under this normal lighting here, even zooming in, just looks to be very clear. So have to do more testing here on this camera. But I gotta say, even though this phone came out, in mid 2018, this phone right now at Best Buy at the time of this video is only $179. And I think that for what you're getting in a phone, NFC, a really premium build. I know it has those bezels that everybody hates, but it's not a big deal for me, honestly. Really nice fingerprint scanner. The camera seemed to be pretty nice. The phone seems to be really fast and fluid. Honestly, I think it's still a good pickup. Android One, so it's going to be guaranteed to get, security updates for at least 3 years. You know, it came out in 2018, so it's going to get updates for 3 years for security. And it came out with Android Oreo, so it's going to get Pie, and it's probably going to get the next version of Android as well. So for $179 for a premium built device here, that, you know, honestly just seems to just look and feel very nice, very smooth. I may do some testing against the Nokia 6 from last year with this phone, just to see the differences. I mean, honestly, the prices are not that much different, to be honest. And this phone just seems to be a whole lot faster already just by barely using it than the Nokia 6 ever did. So, and the cameras, I mean, of course I got to test the cameras out, but that Android One for $179, to me, it's just to me it's a good deal to pick up for $179. So let me know in the comment section below what y'all think. If you found this video helpful and informative, hit that like button. Any comments you have, leave it below. I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. I'd appreciate it. Hit that bell for notifications. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.